Hello again, welcome back to Football Spy Online, the show that packs more punch than a few drinks with Vinnie Jones. And it's the Monday morning after the weekend in which Cristiano Ronaldo subbed himself. Robbie Keane realised you have to be careful what you wish for, and Emmanuel Abuye ended up wishing he was more careful. Honestly, you Arsenal fans, how spoilt can you be? Booing your own player because he misplaced a few passes in his first game back after 6 weeks. If you're not careful, you're going to end up being the Premier League's new whingers. But it's on we go, and it's with the Gunners that we start, because the Mirror's own Football Spy page says that Arsene Wenger is about to finally give Arsenal fans what they want and sign the Liverpool midfielder Xabi Alonso. The transfer king Alan Nixon reveals here that Wenger sent his chief scout Steve Rowley to watch Alonso's scoring against Blackburn at the weekend, and the reports are very good. Interestingly, Nico says that Wenger would buy Gareth Barry from Aston Villa if he could, but Liverpool face competition from Manchester City for the England midfielder. Sticking with our own paper, and we broke the story that everyone was talking about over the weekend when we revealed that Rafa Benitez at Liverpool could be ready to listen to offers for Robbie Keane. Keane's been subbed 22 out of the 24 times he's played this season, meaning he's not been able to get a rhythm or any confidence. Benitez and the Liverpool chief executive Rick Parry say they're not going to sell a player they only bought 6 months ago, but quite frankly, we at Football Spy don't believe him. In fact, we hear that Aaron Lennon and Jamie O'Hara are the players Rafa likes at Spurs, and they might be going the other way in a cash plus player deal. Another story we've already discussed here on Spy is the David Villa situation. Valencia massively strapped for cash and need to raise £50 million by the end of this month, which is why they're going to sell next month. The hugely respected Gabriel Marcotti in the Times says that since Valencia played a blinder in getting Villa to sign a new deal until 2014, they can get full transfer value for him. Ominously, he says that it's rare for a player who's fit and productive, 30 goals in his last 40 La Liga starts, to become available at this time of year. Let the auction begin. Now, before your emails, I just want to ask a question. I was watching the TV yesterday. I saw a debate about the best foreign import to the Premier League that there's ever been. It came about because of Ronaldo winning the European Player of the Year award. The names Zola, Bergkamp, Henry, Schmeichel all came up. And I have to say, for me personally, it's between Zola and Bergkamp because of the impact that they had on the players around them and the way that they conducted themselves. But I want to know from you, who do you think is the best foreign import there's ever been? Let me know. You know, the usual channels, the Spy blog page, YouTube, and I'll read out your thoughts. And as for your thoughts, Hayden Morrison wants to know if Chelsea will buy Villa. Well, assuming you mean the player at Valencia and not the club here in England, then I think no. I don't think that Chelsea would spend what Villa would cost now. Our old friends Tyler and Marique Ashley say simply, you're back. Yes, I am. Chelsea JFC wants to know which strikers I think Chelsea will buy. I told you last week they're looking at the Wigan striker Amir Zaki and the Lyon striker Karim Benzema. And Super Orville says Liverpool need Keane. When Torres was fit, Keane made him look even better. Back to the papers, and Tony Adams appears to be in cloud cuckoo land with the Wigan boss Steve Bruce. You may remember Bruce saying that anyone wanting to buy soon to be out of contract Emil Heskey in January will have to pay £10 million rather than the £3 million he's worth. Now Adams is saying that he won't be forced into a fire sale of his stars, even though there are no less than 10 players at Fratton Park whose contracts are up at the end of this season. By the way, Anne's off this week, but Chris is in the Spy office putting together a list of players who can talk to other clubs from January the 1st because their contracts are up at the end of this season. Two more stories for you, and these are from The Sun. First, Robinho says he's excited about the prospect of the Atletico Madrid superstar Sergio Aguero playing at Man City. Imagine him alongside Villa with Wright Phillips and Robinho on the wings. The defence would still be rubbish though. And Michael Owen blames the hysteria, his word, at Newcastle for casting doubts over his future on Tyneside. Basically, he's saying, you're all mad, I'm off. I'm only joking. He scored 2 great goals at the weekend against Stoke. Quick look at my predictions from the weekend. I'll make it very quick as I clearly don't have a future in the tipping game. Here's a few more of my messages, of your messages rather. Rupney is having a go at me for my pop at Robbie Fowler. My view is that Fowler's nowhere near the player he used to be and is not really in a position to turn down a move to Grimsby. But Rupney's put me straight. He says, oi, Give Robbie Fowler some more respect. If Blackburn give him more time, he would do what he always does, and that is score goals. Fair dues. Who do you agree with, me or Rootney? Zygum is reawakening my nightmare. He says, "Hi Darren, how's the bunny suit doing?" I've got no idea what you're talking about. He also has got a joke. Are we still doing jokes? He says, what do Arsenal, Chelsea and a 3-pin plug have in common? They're all useless in Europe. No, Dave doesn't like that one, our cameraman. Sainter for Life says, "Hi Darren, I'm a Liverpool fan. I think if we sell Keane, we'll have to bring in David Villa or Adriana. Also, what's happening with the left-back position at Liverpool?" Well, firstly, don't go for Adriana at Inter. He's a big fat boy at the moment, and he didn't even make the Inter squad for their win at Lazio on Saturday. Don't get me wrong, he's quality when his head is right and when he's lost a bit of weight, but Mourinho hasn't got him anywhere near the team at the moment. As for the left-back slot at Liverpool, no idea. Rafa should never have let Risa go. Dosena's nowhere near good enough. And finally, just to be with her, doesn't think Roy Hodgson needs to spend at Fulham in January. I agree with that. Two more stories for you, and they both come from the Mail. Paul Ince at Blackburn might be under pressure, but he's still looking to bring in the former Liverpool right-back Steve Finnan from Espanyol. To be fair, we told you about that last week. But this is a new name. Marco Pantelic is on the radar of Wigan, Everton and Middlesbrough. He's 30 years old. He's a striker, plays for Hertha Berlin. Been a consistent scorer in the Bundesliga since joining from Red Star Belgrade. West Brom, they're desperate for a striker with Ishmael Miller out for 6 weeks and also not very good. And Hertha will listen to offers of around £1.5 million. I'll listen to offers of much less than that, but I'm well aware that I'm not going to get any. So I'll be back tomorrow here on Football Spy.